Only the laziest corner of the internet hasn't joked about sad beige mom by now. But today, no jokes, no shaming, no hate, just a real conversation about your child's development. And one question every parent deserves to understand. Because behind the memes there is something no one is talking about. Something parents actually need to know. Does a colorless environment really affect your child's brain? And if you love beige, how can you keep your aesthetic and still support your child's development? As a pediatrician, I simply can't ignore this topic. Before we dive in, I want to make one thing clear. This isn't only about beige. The same applies to any monochrome aesthetic. Grey, taupe, brown, muted earth tones, even the all-wood natural trend. Beautiful for adults? Absolutely. But babies and toddlers experience the world completely differently. And that's where things get interesting. And honestly surprising for many parents. By the way, I'm curious. What is the aesthetic you love at home? Tell me in the comments. I want to see where you're all at. So today, we'll break it down simply, scientifically and without judgment. Over the past few years, beige has taken over the internet. From nurseries to birthday parties to entire playrooms, and the reactions online? Intense. But let's be fair, beige moms aren't villains. They are not trying to harm their kids. They are creating calm, beautiful homes in the middle of chaotic parenthood. And honestly, I get it. Bright toys can make your living room look like a circus exploded. But here is the part almost no one explains calmly. A child's brain doesn't perceive color the way an adult does. And for kids under 3, some colors simply don't exist. Not because they're invisible, but because the visual system is still under construction. And once you understand how kids actually see, a lot of things start to make sense. Let's talk science. Not options, not aesthetics, just what we know from research. Babies don't see color well at birth. Their visual cortex is immature, so newborns respond mostly to high contrast, black, white, sharp edges. Early visual experience builds neural pathways, and low-down stimulation environment can slow down or alter this process. Studies show that infants often do not notice objects presented in low-contrast desaturated colors, meaning beige, tan, sage, muted brown and pale wood tones can literally blend into the background for them. By 3-6 months, babies actively learn from color. It helps them distinguish shapes, track movement and remember objects. Research also shows that color variety enhances visual attention, early language development, and emotional recognition. So no, bright toys are not overstimulating. There is a study about overstimulation, but it describes chaotic, cluttered rooms, not normal, colorful toys or play spaces. And here is the real issue. Kids need contrast and variety to learn. That's how visual and sensory system develop. When nothing stands out in their environment, babies have fewer reasons to turn their head, focus, reach, crawl or explore. Less sensory input, fewer opportunities for development. Most babies under 1 spend the majority of their time at home, in the environment you create. So when they finally step into the real world, which does not match with beige, muted aesthetic they are used to, their sensory system can get overwhelmed. And here is the harder truth. When babies grow up in visually deprived environment and then suddenly face contrast, movement and color, their sensory system may not cope. Developmental research now warns that chronic sensory mismatch and early understimulation can act as a form of early life stress, the kind that lays foundation for future emotional and behavioral vulnerabilities. Not dramatic, not clickbait, just biology. And now let's get practical. Parents do shape their child's visual world. The toys you choose, the colors around the house, all of it matters. But nobody wants their home to look like a toy store exploded. And here is the good news. More color is not always better. Both extremes, too busy or too beige, have downsides. So if you love a neutral, calm interior, perfect, keep it. We are just going to add 5 strategic, development-friendly accents, the kind your child's brain absolutely needs. The nursery and toddler room. Please don't hang monochrome creep mobiles or buy beige teethers or neutral development toys. They are often expensive but not worth the effort. A small baby simply won't see them, and an older child won't learn from them. If you want monochrome, use it for walls, floors, furniture, textiles. But toys must be colorful and high contrast. That's not about style, it's about development. To avoid color chaos, use closed storage. Bins, drawers, baskets. Rotate just a few toys at a time. A few accents, no mess. But it can't stop with the kids' room. Your child doesn't live only in their nursery. They stay where you stay. For most families, that's the kitchen living room space. So give this area one colorful touch point. A box, a basket, a drawer with age-appropriate colorful toys. Make it a habit. You walk into the room, your child walks in, pull out 1 or 2 colorful toys. Consistency beats quantity. Separate your space from their space. Your living room can stay beautifully beige. Their corner inside it, that's where color lives. It's a balance, not a battle. Rotate color. A tiny rotating box of colorful toys is more developmentally meaningful than an entire monochrome playroom. Keep one color exposure zone. It can be tiny, a basket, a cube, a shelf, but this predictable color spot gives your child what they need for visual development, object recognition, motivation to explore, early cognitive growth. Little color goes long way when placed with intention. So here is the real message. Your beige home is not the problem. Beige moms are not the enemy, but your child's developing brain needs color. Scientifically, measurably, crucially, and you can support it beautifully and without sacrificing your style. Add a little color here, little contrast there, and you will give your child the richer sensory world without turning your home into chaos. Don't forget to subscribe, there is a lot of useful information ahead. Kids by Science, where proven wellness for kids meets real life.